And hello and welcome back to an all new episode of Dwarf Fortress. I'm really sorry for the abrupt ending of the last episode, but my nose was just bringing down all my concepts of thinking because it kept itching. It's still doing it, but not as hard as before. Yeah. Anyway, um, what was I talking about when I stopped the episode? Yeah. So the problem was that I didn't set up my military as active training, but now they are, and they already are in here and doing a dodging demonstration. It's not really that bad that they don't have weapons yet, because the first few enemies I will encounter won't be like professional armies, they are more like bandits. And as long as I can survive, everything should be fine. And as long as my close combat dwarves can dodge their bolts and some of their hits, they should be fine. Also, they don't really need to fight, because once I raise this drawbridge, everyone in here will be trapped and I can take them out pretty easily. And dwarves are super strong, so chances are that I will just punch them out if I get my chance. So yeah, there's that. Everything else seems to be working. They are now on a regular training basis. My archers aren't training yet, but soldiers, no activity. Why? They should be on a training schedule. And the training schedule should be set to active training. Let's see. Train. 2 minimum. Maybe I should raise it to 10. To 3. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Edit order. Train. I set it even to 4. Shift enter. Copy and paste. We will see if that is changing anything. Otherwise I will have to change stuff around. And I will not worry about the crossbow dwarves. As long as I shoot their crossbows, they will hit something. It's not easy to miss if the enemies are forming up on the gates. Why is my bridge inactive? Because my carpentry is doing bolts and chests and cabinets. Okay, so let's stop that for a second and make sure they are building my drawbridge, because that has way more value than more bolts, because as you can see I have quite a lot of bolts right now. Actually, I also have copper bolts. Oh yeah, always make sure that your dwarves are using the right ammunition, because as you can see they just say, oh yeah, use bolts please. But I don't want them to use bolts. I want to make them to use wooden bolts, and wooden bolts only. Copper bolts should be saved for special occasions, so make sure that they won't be used up right away. The drawbridge gets built now by Vitor. Yeah, make sure that you always have iron bolts or metal bolts in general lying around, because sometimes you really need them and you don't want them to be fired at archery targets. So why are they... I forgot to deactivate it, didn't I? Yes. Ammunition block all. So that is almond wood bridge. Test it out. But before we do, we need to link up the bridge with the conglomerate lever with 2 mechanisms. And then we can resume the carpentry and the craftsdwarfs job. Also try if my wood furnace is working. We have black sand lying around right here. I don't think I have any bags, and I need bags for sand, but we will see that in a second. Pit pond, sand. So, smelter, not the smelter, glass furnace, green glass, make a glass goblet. And we will get a cancellation if it's not working, and then I know what's going wrong. We also have charcoal and ash now. He still isn't coming around for doing his job as a soap maker, because he is gathering plants. Okay, let's deactivate his gather plants schedule. Oh, Hound has become a recruit. So Hound is going to train now. Let's actually have a look at him. Let's follow him around. He's storing some item. Now he's picking up his equipment. That's all how it should work. He got his crossbow. Now he's getting his ammo. They will hold the ammo in their hands if they don't have a quiver. So make sure they will have a quiver. Otherwise they need to run around a lot. And now he's going to meditate on fortresses. Yeah, sure. Oh, dwarves, man. Dwarves. Duck egg biscuits. Really good duck egg biscuits. So our kitchen is working. Jobby is doing a great job as a farmer. Is our distillery still active? Nope. But it should be. Brew more drinks, please. Oh, one of my kids already found the beer. Interesting. Yeah, we are really good on the food side of things. And we also have a lot more bolts. Question is, how is the laser production working? Next year I also need to start worrying about... You don't have any leather, if I see correct. Let's try to make some leather armor anyway. We'll get the job cancellation if it's not working. Clickety click. Leather armor. Everyone should have a leather armor. And Sinner is doing a great job at hunting things. I saw him killing a moose a few moments ago. Yeah, also, I don't know if I showed you, but I told Sinner to train 2 of my dogs. Where is it? Z animals, and 2 of the dogs should be trained to be war dogs at some point. Well, are they already? Stray dogs, stray dogs. Yeah, we already have 2 war dogs. Alright, and I will put one of them on this leash. So we have a war dog on a leash right in the entrance of our fortress. And he will detect intruders. Which is always good. There's still none of my crossbow dwarfs training. At some point I need to figure out why. Schnitzling cancels make leather armor, needs 10 hide. Yeah. I fear that will happen. No one is caring about making glass goblets. I have glass working activated for someone. Let's have a look at my therapist. Pottery, glazing, stone extraction, glass making. So, who was there for the glass making? Shackle. But Shackle is meditating on wealth right now. Yeah. So don't hold your breath. I think the reason why no one is training is because everyone is praying. So let's have a look at Nymeria to see if she's well. Where is she? She's leading the dodging demonstration. Z. I talked dodging. This is very satisfying. She euphoric. So she was shocked at the unexpected death of somebody. She didn't feel anything after seeing Slash Mirror Channel die. She grieved at someone's death. Yeah, so she's grieving. But she's already done grieving. Yeah. Greetings to Tennessee, I guess. I hope your your marriage in real life is a bit better than this. I feel for you, Slash. I feel for you. Oh man, this game. Alright. So everything else seems to be working. Why are they not training is the question now. Alright, Hound. Hound is doing stuff. Yeah, he's going straight back to worshipping. I said it as a training round. This is interesting. Maybe if I put up an armor stance. Oh, I don't have a weapon rack, nor do I have armor stance, so let's make some. Maybe if I set it up this way, they will come and train. Also, they don't have quivers. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe they need quivers and backpacks and water flasks and that kind of stuff. So, also let's see if my alert is working and if my lever is set up to the bridge. Alright, should be. Okay, yeah. Let's see if my alert is working. So, all dwarves, alert, alert. Get in. Moving boulders, get in. Stingers, get in. So everyone should run to the weapons now. And my civilians should be running in. Straight away. No huddle. Get into the fortress as fast as possible. Yeah, they cannot do anything anymore because everything is forbidden area. But the meeting room. Okay, they're getting all in here. Getting a lot of job of cancellations. As expected. What are the military dwarfs doing? Destroying items. She is defending gates. So something is wrong with my bolt guys. No, there they are. They are manning the gates. And they are manning the area down here. As it should be. So now you guys pull the lever. Because now I know that everyone is in. Okay, he's pulling the lever. And the drawbridge should rise. And it's up. And my fortress will be safe now. Alright. This seems to work. Huh. Do I really want him to sit here? Because he's my medic dwarf. But he also will be the one that is dragging someone in if everything goes wrong, so I guess it's alright. Sets everything to inactive again. And move their schedule to active training. Alright, this was just a test, guys. And they were quick enough, I guess. So they are going back to their regular jobs. So everything is working as it should. which makes me happy. So let's see what Shackle is doing. Shackle is now a soldier, so he's on a soldiering job. That's why he's not making anything with the glass furnace. I really need a glassmaker that has no other job, because I have tons of sand. Something's not in a drop off inaccessible, okay. That's interesting. Why is he... Oh yeah, because they don't have all of your 4 dwarfs. And keep that in mind, they really need wardrobes. Because otherwise they will put all their stuff all around their room. Even more so if they are not on the tidy side of things. So they need cabinets to put their stuff in. And the reason why you should always have it is because everything you produce of clothing has wear on it. So it slowly gets destroyed, and they won't put on clothing that is in a bad shape. And if that happens, they will just drop it somewhere, and this can kill your frame rate really easily. And if they store everything in their boxes, you can just tell them to dump it at some point, which will improve your gameplay a lot. Okay, the Warhound is on the entrance now, so I think I have my military stuff settled. The only question I still have is, why are my Marksdwarfs not training? Oh! Oh! Okay, let's follow him. Okay, he's grabbing bolts, and now he's going to sleep. Yeah, so much for that. They seem to be active, but they don't seem to be training. Which is interesting. Considering... Oh, I know. I know why. So, I did a noob mistake. So, welcome live to me making noob mistakes. Ah, god damn it. So yeah, what happened is I set archery targets, but I set them to shoot from left to right, and they don't have space to shoot from left to right. So yeah, they won't shoot at all. And they need, of course, to shoot from top to bottom. And this should fix it. Because the problem is once I put an armor rack in here or a weapon rack, they will just train hitting stuff and dodging stuff. And I don't want them to train that. I want them to train shooting, like this guy. See? He just shot his bolt and he missed. He hit the area in front of it. Oh god. Seems to work now. Also, this is way too close. So let's resize it. This should be alright. Yeah, don't give them too close, because then every bolt will be destroyed on arrival. And as I said, it's not as bad if they miss the target, because then it drops and you can use it again. But this time, every bolt that gets shot will be destroyed. He's shooting pretty fast. No, he's a bad dabbling Marksdwarf. He's just good at shooting, I guess. So this should work out fine. As long as I create bolts. And it's not like I don't have a lot of wood. It's just that I am using it up pretty quickly. Shackle is also training now. Then they will go for new bolts. Alright, this is working out the way I expected. Maybe I can set it down the schedule at some point, because 4 dwarves on active training is quite a lot. I don't want to overdo it. And no one is caring about the glass. Could be worse, I guess. Okay, let's see what Sinnersex is doing. He's drinking, okay. Has he anything to hunt? Ravens, yeah, okay. There's nothing to hunt, that's the problem. I could slaughter some of my animals. Like this donkey here. Because I really need leather. And I don't have a female donkey anyway. How's my beekeeping going, by the way? Who's my beekeeper? I think Pocket. Shekel cancels pick up equipment management. Yeah. That means that he just tried to grab himself some copper bolts. And he isn't allowed to train with copper bolts or fight with copper bolts. Still have some bone lying around here. Cat, you are in a very, very bad position there. Nice, so that is working. And I guess I end this episode at this point. And I will record something if something happens. Or if the winter goes over with nothing happening. And I see you guys on the next episode of Dwarf Fortress. Stoneembraced.